Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TribeFan879 YouTube channel. Today will be the continuation of the 2018 Colorado Rockies Strat Super Advanced Replay. Today, Game 63 features the Rockies hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the pitching matchup for today is, for the Diamondbacks, Greinke, and for the Colorado Rockies, German Marquez. We'll just go ahead and get started. Marquez finishes his warm-up tosses and faces the right fielder, John Jay. And the pitch to Jay. Oh, it hits him. So Jay gets on the hard way. And they will not hold him on. And here is the dangerous Paul Goldschmidt batting second today, playing first base. And here's the pitch. Nothing on that 20. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So Goldschmidt goes down on strikes, and here is Jake Lamb, the third baseman. Nothing on that 20. And against a righty, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So second strikeout of the inning, and that brings up Daniel Descalso, the second baseman, with a runner on first and 2 outs and no score. And nothing there. And that's a fly ball to medium right field. Easy play for Carlos Gonzalez. He makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Diamondbacks leave one, and we go to the bottom half of the first. No score. And Greinke finishes his warm-up tosses. And leading off for the Rockies is the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And that's a curved ball, gets in there, strike three. And here's the center fielder, Charlie Blackmon. And that's a fly ball to right field. Coming in a few steps is Jay, and he will make the play. That's two away. And here is Nolan Arenado, the third baseman. And that's a ground ball to second. It's a play for Descalso over to Goldschmidt. And that'll retire the side in order. We go to the top half of the second. No score. And here is the left fielder, David Peralta. And that's a fly ball center field. Coming in a couple of steps is Blackmon and makes the play. And here is the shortstop, Ketel Marte. And that is a play for the catcher. That's Iannetta. He is a 4, but that won't matter with anybody on. And, rare play. So, 4 and a 14. That's the wild pitch check. And the rare play. Oh, he swings and misses, but he catches the catcher's glove. And that's catcher's interference. So Marte will reach on an error, and they'll call that an error on Iannetta. Oh, that hurts. All right, well, they won't hold Marte on. And here is the center fielder, Gerard Dyson. Nothing on that. And Dyson laces one, and that'll get down. And going to third is Marte. So, unfortunately, Dyson does not have normal power against either lefties or righties. So that's a 1-13 single 2 stars instead of a normal home run. Oh, boy. Do you want to try to get Mathis? Mathis isn't a very good hitter. So they'll pitch to Mathis with runners on first and third with 1 out. And here's the pitch to Mathis. And nothing there. That's a ground ball to short. The second for 1 on to first, double play. And so the Rockies get out of trouble here in the top half of the second. We go to the bottom half of the second, still no score. And here is the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the second strikeout of the day for Greinke. And here is the shortstop, Trevor Story. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So first two gone down on strikes in the bottom half of the second. And here is Gerardo Parra. Ground ball to first. Easy play for Goldschmidt. Takes it to the bag himself. And once again, the Rockies go down in order. And we go to the top half of the third. No score. And leading off is the pitcher, Greinke. And Greinke ended up hitting .234, which isn't actually bad for a pitcher in 2018. And here's the pitch to Greinke. And that is a line drive base hit past the shortstop Story, as that's a 1-19 single chance. And Greinke as a leadoff single. And this might not be good for Marquez here. Here's John Jay. They will not hold Greinke on. And here's the pitch to Jay. Nothing on the 20. Fly ball left field. Coming in is Parra. He will make the catch. And that's one away. Here is the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Okay. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Goldschmidt's gone down the second time on strikes. And with two outs and a runner on first, here is Jake Lamb. With no score here in the top half of the third. And nothing there. And that's a fly ball center field. Blackman will go back on it. Looks like he's got a play. Can he make the play? Thankfully, he's an E1 and in a center field that only a 17 makes an error. That is not a 17. So Blackman will race back and make the play to retire the side. Diamondbacks leave one, and we go to the bottom half of the third. Still no score. And here is Greinke facing the bottom third of the order. That's first leading off as the first baseman, Ian Desmond. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the fourth strikeout of the day for Greinke. And here's the catcher, Chris Iannetta. And that's a play for the pitcher. Greinke is a 1, and that's a 4, and I'll just roll this in case there's a rare play. Nope. Okay, so Greinke will get to that. Throw to first, and that retires Iannetta. And that brings up the pitcher, Marquez. And here's Marquez against Greinke. And once again, that's right back to the mound. All right, it's actually to the third base side. Greinke will field it and make the play. So once again, the Rockies go in order here in the third. We go to the top half of the fourth, no score. And Diamondbacks send up Descalso, Peralta, and Marte. Descalso flew out his first time up. And this time he rips a base hit right up the middle. So leadoff batter is aboard for the Diamondbacks. And they will not hold Descalso on. And here is David Peralta. And that's a high fly ball. Deep right center field. Going back on it is Gonzalez. He will watch it go. Home run, David Peralta. And the Diamondbacks lead 2-0. As Peralta makes his trip around the bases and the Diamondbacks lead 2-0. On a mistake, he left it in the middle of the plate, and Peralta knew what to do with it. All right, so here's Ketel Marte with nobody on. And that's a ground ball to Desmond. Goes into the hole, throws to Marquez covering, and that's one away. And here is Gerard Dyson, the center fielder, singled his first time up. And this time he swings and misses, strike 3. So here's Jeff Mathis, the catcher, up with 2 outs and nobody on, and the Diamondbacks leading 2-0. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Mathis is now 0 for 2 on the day, and that'll retire the side. The Diamondbacks score 2 on the Peralta homer, and we go to the bottom half of the 4th with the Diamondbacks leading 2-0. And here is DJ LeMahieu. Struck out his first time up. And the line drive right to the shortstop Marte. And that's 1 out here in the top half of bottom half of the 4th. And here is Charlie Blackmon. And that's a line drive. Actually, yeah, line drive, base hit past the second baseman. So the Rockies get their first base hit. And here comes Nolan Arenado, who can definitely tie it up with one swing of the bat. Oh, he line drive, and it's off the wall. Hitting second and going to third is Blackmon. And they were holding him on, and with Dyson being a -2, they will hold him there. Oh, Arenado just missed a home run. 1-6 is a home run, and he rolled a 7. So here comes Carlos Gonzalez with runners in scoring position. And here's the pitch from Greinke. And that's a fly ball. Going back on it is Jay. He will make the catch. However, that is deep enough to score Blackmon. And the Rockies have cut the deficit to 2-1. And here is Trevor Story to try to pick up Arenado from second. As the dice jumps the shark. Not this time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Rockies do answer with a run in the bottom half of the 4th. However, they still trail 2-1. Here is Marquez coming out for the 5th inning. He'll face Zach Greinke, who singled his first time up. And this time, a curveball drops in for strike 3. And going back to the top of the order, here's John Jay. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch and flew out to center field. And this is ground ball right back to the mound. Marquez throws to first, and that's 2 outs here on the top half of the 5th. And here is Paul Goldschmidt. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Marquez has struck out Goldschmidt 3 times. And we're to the bottom half of the 5th. Diamondbacks 2, Rockies 1. And here comes Greinke for his warm-up tosses. He'll face Parra, Desmond, and Iannetta here in the bottom half of the 5th. And, this gets Parra on the hip. And he goes to first. And the Rockies have the leadoff runner aboard. They will hold Parra on, but he will not go anywhere with Greinke having a good hold rating, and Mathis has a good arm behind the plate, so he will stay there. And here's Ian Desmond. We'll just play it normal here. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Desmond's gone down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And here is Chris Iannetta swing. Actually, they will play the hit and run because Iannetta does absolutely nothing against righties usually. All right, so the way this works, we'll just, if it's a 1, 2, or 3, we'll take the numbers off the red dice. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, the result can be changed. So Iannetta will be a B hit and run because they're holding Para on. Okay, so this will be a B8 because it's a 1, 2, or 3. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman. But his only play is to first, and going to second is Para. So that brings up German Marquez, and they will pitch to him. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rockies leave a runner on second. And we go to the top half of the 6th. The Diamondbacks lead 2-1. And here is Jake Lamb. He is 0 for 2 on the day. And that's high and outside, ball 4. And this is the point of weakness inning, as you can see the 6th for Marquez. And here is Daniel Descalso, singled his last time up. Oops, sorry. And here is Descalso with a runner on first. They will not hold Lamb on. Oops, and that's a foul ball. We will re-roll. And against a lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is David Peralta. Homered his last time up to give the Diamondbacks the lead. And against the lefty, that's a line drive past the shortstop. Story. That'll get through, but only going to second is Lamb. And the Rockies will get Harrison Musgrave loosening in the pen. And here is Ketel Marte. And that's nothing there. And that's high and outside, ball 4. And that'll load the bases. And here comes Bud Black. He's seen enough. He's going to give the hook to Marte. Or to Marquez, sorry. And that'll be it for Marquez. He goes 5 1/3 innings and is responsible for the 3 men on base. The Rockies will play the infield in to try to cut off the run. So Musgrave finishes his warm-up pitches. Lefty-lefty matchup here for... And that's a 2, and there's a 2 on the D20, so a 3 will be a balk rating. And with a 6... Oh, Musgrave did not. He started and then stopped and then restarted, and the umpire sees it, says, "Everybody move up 1 base." So the runner from third scores. Everybody moves up. Oh my! What a mistake to make for Musgrave. Woof! And we'll continue the at bat here. Nothing there. And against a lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is the righty, Jeff Mathis. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th with the run in. The Diamondbacks lead 3-1. And Mathis takes high, ball 4. And that'll reload the bases. And here's Zach Greinke. For his third time up, he's singled and struck out. And wow. Greinke takes one high and outside, ball 4. That'll walk in a run. And back to the top of the order, here's John Jay. So 2 runs in, it's now 4-1 Diamondbacks. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball right back to the mound. Easy play for Musgrave. He'll make the play to retire the side. The Diamondbacks get 2. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th. The Diamondbacks lead 4-1. And here comes Greinke for now going through his 3rd time through the order. And this is his point of weakness inning. And here's DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 2 on the day. And that's a line drive past the shortstop, base hit for a ballpark single. And here is Charlie Blackmon, 1 for 2 on the day. He singled his last time up. As the Diamondbacks have Andrew Chafin loosening in the pen. Ground ball right back to the mound. Greinke, I don't know if he can turn 2 here. One and a 12. Oh, he might be able to. Yep, with an E0. Greinke fields it, throws to second for 1 on to first, double play. Greinke fields his position very well, and that allows him to be able to start the double play. So 2 outs and nobody on for Nolan Arenado. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 8th strikeout on the day for Greinke. We go to the bottom half of top half of the 7th. Diamondbacks lead 4-1, and Musgrave will come out for his 2nd inning. Oh, actually, he's pitched 2/3 of an inning. Chris Rusin is loosening in the pen. And against the lefty, Goldschmidt has the golden sombrero, the 4th strikeout of the day. And here is Jake Lamb. And that's all. Let's see. It's fly ball, and that'll get down. Unfortunately, Lamb is weak against lefties. And that ballpark home run is a single 2-star, so Lamb is aboard with a single. And here is Daniel Descalso. And Musgrave is starting his point of weakness after getting the 3rd out. His 3rd out, I should say. And fly balls left field. Going back to the warning track is Parra. He will make the catch. And that'll retire Descalso. And here's Peralta. 2 for 3 with a single and a homer. This will probably be the last batter for Musgrave. Nothing there. And that's a base hit to left field. Lamb loses 2 if he would go to 3rd because of the shorter throw. So they'll just go ahead and hold him there. And here is Ketel Marte. And Rusin is ready if needed. No, that's thankfully now higher than the balk rating here because the 1 would be a balk check, and that's higher. So we'll re-roll. And that's to the right fielder, Gonzalez. That's an easy play for him with an 18. 3 and a 12. And that's a good play for Gonzalez. And that retires the side. It's stretch time here at Coors Field. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for it's root for the Rockies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out the old ball game. Okay, so Gonzalez, who just made that nice play, leads off the bottom half of the seventh. And Greinke still pretty fresh out there. We'll see. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to Goldschmidt. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that's one away here in the bottom of the seventh. And here's Trevor Story. And that's a line drive past the shortstop for a ballpark single. And we'll go ahead and leave Greinke in for probably 1, maybe 2 more batters. All right, here's Gerardo Parra. Ground ball to the second baseman, Descalso. I didn't say they were holding Story on, so they're not. So 4 and a 10. It's a good thing because that would have been a check, at least. Left-handed. Runner on first. It wouldn't have mattered anyways because he's not responsible for holding him on. So, all right. So 4 and a 10. He'll get to it. 15 and a 7. And that's a nice play to get to it in the hole. Only play is to first, and that'll move Story to second with 2 outs. And here is Ian Desmond. And Chris Rusin is... Actually, no. We're going to have... Yeah, we're going to have Chris Rusin loosening in the pen. And he'll come out because Musgrave is done for. And here's Desmond. And that's high and outside ball 4. And that'll be... let's see here. We want to only bring in Chafin for 1 batter, or do we want to... We might double switch. Let's see here. Can Jay play left field? All right, so they will take out Greinke, but they're going to do a double switch. John Jay will move from right field to left field. He will not lose any range, so we'll just put a -7. They will take out David Peralta, and the pitcher spot will now be in Peralta's spot. Okay, so Chafin will now be in Peralta's spot, so we'll put that down. Let's see here. So Chris Owings will now bat ninth. And he will play right field. Okay. All right. And here comes Andrew Chafin in. He's finishing his warm-up tosses. Greinke goes 6 2/3 innings. Only gave up the 1 run. And he has a chance to win. And here's Ionetta up with 2 outs and 2 on. And nothing on that. And that's high and outside, ball 4, and that'll load the bases. And the Rockies will call on Noel Cuevas. Pinch hit for Musgrave. So let me put him in the scorecard. All right, and here is Cuevas up with the bases loaded. And nothing on that 20, and that's a swing and a miss strike. Actually, no. That's a 4, 7. Yeah, it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Had to make sure I got my bearings there. And that'll retire the side. The Rockies leave them loaded. And we go to the top half of the 8th. Chris Rusin will now come into the game. And Rusin will pitch the top half of the 8th, we hope. And he will face Dyson, Mathis, and Owings. Okay. And lefty-lefty matchup, and here's the pitch to Gerard Dyson. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Jeff Mathis. A walk, a strikeout, and grounded into a double play. And another walk for Mathis. And here is Chris Owings, first at bat since coming in a double switch. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to short. On to second for 1. On to first, not in time. As Owings beats it out. And he has good speed. -3, -1, -3. They're going to try to get a lead with Owings. And they will get the lead. And he has a 1-15 to steal. The throw to second is in time. Ionetta throws to the shortstop, and that's a caught stealing. And that'll retire the side with leaving the bat in John Jay's hands. So that retires the side here on the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half. The Diamondbacks will have Brad Boxberger and Yoshihisa Hirano loosening the pen. Boxberger will probably be the first option in case they need him, as they have the Diamondbacks have a 4-1 lead. And actually, they will bring Hirano in now Chafin will only pitch the 1/3 of an inning. So here is so Hirano, the righty, will face LeMahieu, Blackman, and Arenado. Okay, and here's the pitch to LeMahieu. And that's high and outside, ball 4. So Hirano does not help himself walking the leadoff batter. And here is Charlie Blackman. Nothing on the 20. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Nolan Arenado. Nothing on the 20. And that's a fly ball to right field. Going back a few steps is Owings. He will make the play. And that'll retire Arenado. And it's 2 outs and a runner on first. And the Rockies trailing 4-1. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Nothing there. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Hirano strikes out 2 out of the 3 here in the 8th. And we go to the top of the 9th. Rusin will come out for a second inning. He will face Jay, Goldschmidt, and Lamb. And here's, John Jay. Fly ball to left field. Coming in a step or 2 is Parra. He will make the play. That's 1 away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt, who struck out his 4 times up. And he strikes out again for the 5th time today. Like, Goldschmidt will just want to forget that this game ever happened. And there's 2 outs and nobody on for Jake Lamb. And Lamb, nice play by Desmond. Gets up, runs to the bag himself. Oh, great play by Desmond. That's a 1-7 would have been a single, and that's an 8. So Rusin pitches a 1-2-3 ninth. In comes Boxberger to try to close it out. And he will face Story, Parra, and Desmond. And here's, let me get him in the book here. Okay. And here's the pitch to Trevor Story. And that's a play for the shortstop. That's Marte, 4 and a 4. No, he won't get to that. Should have made a switch beforehand, but that's okay. And let's see, 20 and a 10. Usually there's no 10s in these errors. Nope. So that'll get through for Story. And here's Gerardo Parra. And against the righty, ground ball to second. Onto the shortstop Marte. On to Goldschmidt. Double play. And we'll take care. That's 2 outs and nobody on for last hope for the Rockies, Ian Desmond. And not quite yet. That's a line drive past the third baseman. And Desmond reaches. And here is Chris Iannetta, the catcher. They have Mike Talkman loosening in the on-deck circle if needed. Nothing on the 20. And that's a line drive, and that'll get down and get all the way to the wall. Hitting second and going to third, they were not holding Desmond on. And they will send Desmond. The throw to the plate is, it's 2 for being with 2 outs. So that's 1-17, and he is safe. So Iannetta drives in the second run for the Rockies. And actually, they will bring up Ryan McMahon, the pinch hit for Rusin, with McMahon being the tying run. And here's the pitch from Boxberger to McMahon. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rockies go down here today to the Diamondbacks 4-2. And that brings their record to, they were 24-38 going in. They are now 24-39. As this is kind of turning into the 2019 Rockies instead of the 2018 Rockies. All right, well, the 2 runs for the Rockies came on a sac fly by Gonzalez in the 4th, and then the double by Iannetta in the 9th. However, just too much offense from the Diamondbacks. A 2-run homer by David Peralta in the 4th, and then in the 6th, a balk by Musgrave scored a run, and then they walked in a run for the 4th run. All right, so that'll be it for today's game. Thank you for watching. If you're watching for the first time, thank you. Please hit if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And please hit that like button if you can. All right, everybody, for whatever games you are playing, either tabletop, video games, or whatever you are playing, may your games be lively and your games be good. Have a good night, everybody.